Valerie and I were in Vancouver in November, and I shot a few videos for Still Thankful. So when Allie, a few months prior, had asked me about going to Iceland, I thought, oh, this is going to be cool. I'm going to give her 3 stipulations. I told her, first of all, number 1, you pay your half, I'll pay mine. That way I figured she's watching out for both of our wallets. And I asked Valerie, I said, watch over her just to make sure she does, everything's okay. And it's a good thing I did, because at one point I heard Valerie telling Allison, you and your dad are not staying in a tent in Iceland. So it was a good quality tent, but nonetheless, I'm glad we had Val watching out. And number 2, I wanted her to handle everything. So Allie, you take care of it all. So she booked the flight, the hotel, the excursions, the transportation, figured out our schedule. She handled everything. Booked. She got our boarding passes, checked the bags, all that stuff. Number 3 was I wanted to see the Northern Lights. If I'm going to go to Iceland, I want to see Northern Lights. Well, the best time to see them is January. Allie happens to love cold weather, and so January was an ideal time. So we went to Iceland in early January, and the plan was I'm going to see the Northern Lights, and I've got this great lesson. We're going to set up the tripod and the camera, and Allie and I are going to be out there at night with the Northern Lights around us. And I'm going to have that lesson for all of you. I'm still thankful that kind of a shout out to God and our family and our friends, that sometimes in the darkest, coldest places is where the most beautiful lights will shine over us. And so I had that plan, and so Allie booked a tour that night, the first night we were there, to visit the Northern Lights. It didn't work out then, but we ended up getting to see a wide variety of things. We saw a big church the first day we were there, saw it from the outside, and we saw it from the inside, and we saw it from the top. The continents shift on 7 main tectonic plates, and we were in the one spot in the world where you can see the Eurasian and the North American plates at the same time. And we saw waterfalls, and it was warm for Iceland that winter, and so the tour guide said it was the most water flow they had seen off the glacier at this time of year. And we saw geysers.
There she goes.
And we saw a glacier. And in fact, I thought about California as the one place where you can go surfing and snow skiing in the same day. Well, Iceland takes that to a new level. There you can see water shooting out of the ground, heated by volcanic activity underneath, and moments later you can be standing on a glacier. So we got to see that. We also got to see more waterfalls. We got to see the back of waterfalls. We got to see a black sand beach. It's one of the 10 most beautiful beaches in the world, and I had an opportunity to wade in the North Sea in January. We climbed in a cave, and on that day, Allie got her snow, so we got a nice blanket of snow. And that evening, we swam in the Blue Lagoon. So me and my daughter in a hot pond in Iceland in January in the snow. It was it was an incredible experience. Allison had planned this whole thing out. She took care of it all, but I didn't get to see the Northern Lights. And I was thinking, okay, God, what's the deal here? You knew my plan. I had a really good plan. And I thought about it some more. I thought, well, maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot from the Reykjavik airport before we leave. We'll do a video and just say basically, we didn't get to see the Northern Lights. Here's where it is, you know. And I looked around for a spot. There was not a spot where we could get a decent shot and where it was quiet enough. So once we got on the plane, Allie and I had our own row, and I got the camera out. We started doing our selfie, and we tested it out, and the audio was just was no good. The plane was too loud, and a minute later, the plane took off, and we left Iceland, and I never got the video. And I was thinking about what happened there, and it reminded me of the lines that we plan and God laughs, or life's what happens while you're busy making plans. And if I get focused on that one thing that didn't go my way, I'm going to miss out on all those things that I saw, many of which I never expected I'd ever see, and I'd not have an appreciation for all that effort that Allison went through to put all that together for us. I need to be appreciative of all those other things that we did get. For medical families, those of you with the kids with serious health issues, that's probably not the plan you had. It was certainly not the plan we had with Trenton. But if you pay attention to that child, however long you have him or her, it may not be as long as you plan. It may not be the path that you plan, but I think you'll find out there will be some times where that kid can be that light in the cold and dark that can make you still thankful.